My talk is going to be about, I am a security engineer at Polygon. My name is Gustavo, and I'm going to briefly talk about how it is the current status of the AI usage on software engineering in general. From my perspective, as a person who works on a blockchain company that works on blockchain infrastructure, smart contracts, and everything like that. And also go real quick about the current state of application security, which is my area on Polygon, and how it is on the offensive security. I'll go real quick about it, and after that talk at least a while on a part that I think it's pretty concerning or interesting for the people here on this conference. That is the sovereignty problem that we have currently and the technological dependency that we have for the LLMs. Okay. Nice. The outline is what I said. I will quickly talk about the current state of the AI on software engineering for blockchains and security and the sovereignty trap, which what I called it. And after that, I will do a small, I call it a research agenda, but it's actually just small things for you to Google and get up quickly on open source, LLMs, and agents and things like that. So, I am Gustavo. I am a software engineer, security engineer. I worked for some years as a C++ software engineer. Now, I work at Polygon. My main interest is on red teaming, offensive security applied to blockchains. And yeah, here I am. How it is currently the AI across the secure software development lifecycle on Web3. So we use AI on requirement decomposition, documentation writing fast POCs, MVPs, test generation, writing almost of the code or all the code depending on where you work with. There is a lot of pressure today on all the software engineers to use AI and LLMs to write everything. And they get metrics, they say you're not using AI enough, and this is a thing that is happening today. So yeah, AI is everywhere on the software engineering part. Now on my area, that is the application security side of things. There was a big shift from 6 months ago for today, from I think Christmas of last year. They released a bunch of models that were groundbreaking for everyone. We could see the big difference between what you could code on the 1st of December and what you can code today with AI. But 6 months ago, on the application security side, we did early threat modeling for design specs and new changes, which is what you do as a security engineer. Static analysis, dynamic analysis, decomposition, and infrastructure analysis on the CI/CD pipeline as much as we could. Security code review for critical changes and new features in products. White box penetration testing, internal and external. Bug bounties. And yeah, this is the part of the application security that we did 6 months ago. It didn't change it. We still do everything, but what happened?
Promoção. There he goes. This one's back.
Yeah. We do the same thing. We still have specs, but we use AI to threat model everything. This is from my perspective. This is what I do. Sometimes the engineers don't do specs anymore. On a lot of companies, people the directors are saying don't write specs. We want your app. And people vibe code everything and we start breaking it as soon as possible. So there is a lot of places that are currently doing that. And yeah, it's weird, but it's how things are happening today. We are using AI to orchestrate everything on the CI/CD pipeline. We still use static analyzers, dynamic analyzers, but there is a lot of tools that we are noticing today that are quite expensive, and some agents are doing like a better job than a lot of static analyzers did before. And security code review with AI. Like we have a bunch of agents, 10 more agents doing security code review and assisted by humans, but sometimes not assisted by humans. And when we see like that the AI missed something, we just improve the harness until we find it every time, and we keep enhancing this. So the security code review is getting cheaper and faster as well. And the white box pen testing, same thing. Like we are having swarms of agents every day, pen testing every application, and this is the current state of AI. And it's doing a pretty good job. On the bug bounty part, the researchers are also using AI everywhere. They are reporting a lot of things with AI, and we, as security engineers, are triaging all the bug bounty reports with AI as well. But on the offensive security part, we have a lot of LLMs toolkits today that, like from the past months, are completely compromising networks, like doing real red team operations, compromising dozens of hosts, and there is some benchmarks and other things about it. But the concerning part, on the red team part and the vulnerability research part, is that on the previous months, a lot of LLMs found real browser security bugs, which for those who doesn't know, like a browser is as complex as an operational system, and is like really, really, really hard to do security research and find real vulnerabilities on that. And the LLMs are doing it today. 22 browser vulnerabilities found in the last 2 weeks, and these are real numbers that are from March. On February, we got 63 new vulnerabilities registered. These are real and valid vulnerabilities. On February, we got 191, and in March, we got 6,000 more vulnerabilities reported, but not AI slop vulnerabilities or AI slop reports. These are real vulnerabilities, real reports for open source projects, for browsers, for operational systems. Those are real, registered, and are still, most of them are still being patched today. So the most scalable or like the most advanced LLMs are not just auditing code, but they are also reverse engineering binaries and doing, The reverse engineering part was really hard to do years ago as a human. It's still hard, but like closed source can't protect you today because LLM can just reverse engineer your binary and get your code. And yeah, there's Cloud Mythos now. Like this March is before Cloud Mythos, which is the new frontier model that Anthropic is doing a fuzz about, and they are not publicly releasing it because they say that it's too dangerous. You can check on red.anthropic.com, like the new research on red teaming and everything that they are doing today. And yeah, on Web3, it hits really hard. We have consensus client nodes, we have like SDKs, Rust, Go, C, C++, TypeScript, everything. Like, it's hitting really hard. Today, it will hit harder on the future. But what sovereignty have to do with all of that? Technological centralization is not something that we found about today. It's not something new. We have like almost every servers on the internet running on AWS, GCP, and like big tech corporations. Supply chains, we have a lot of like chips, like I don't know, everything from the software to the hardware is currently centralized mostly. And now we're getting even more attached, and we are falling even more on this sovereignty trap, because we are centralizing like on OpenAI, on Anthropic, Google Gemini, and I don't know, I think most of you, from my perspective as well, like my company uses Cloud and Codex like everywhere. It's because it's the most advanced LLMs. Like, why wouldn't you use the most advanced LLMs today? Like, from this perspective, like you kind of need to use it, because if you don't, you're going to fall behind. But we are centralized even more on these big techs, on these big labs that are doing like really good research on LLMs, well funded, but they are like all from the same country. They are all big tech. And also Grok, but no one uses Grok. If you don't solve this, we are just going to centralize everything on APIs. Like, it doesn't matter if we are using like the most decentralized blockchain and everything, and we are like tunneling everything through this LLM that is centralized on Anthropic. And if it falls down, or if they get censored, or if the US wants to control them, like, they're going to mess up with everyone. So this is why the proposal here is to make agents and like your system design for LLMs to be agnostic of LLMs, not get attached to Cloud or Codex or something like that. And use what works today. Like, I'm not saying don't use Cloud, don't use Codex, because use what is best for your company, what is best for your project, what is going to get the best results for you, because like it's better for you. And sandbox everything, get the least privilege that you can for your agents. Please don't plug your systems. Oh no! don't plug your systems and everything to one agent and give permissions to do like everything. It's going to mess you someday, and is also another attack vector. Like, you don't know what's being processed by that LLM. You don't know which library it's going to use. Like, it can get messy. But builds towards optionality. Like, have your systems designed today on a way that you can use the most you can of Opus 4.6, but also in the future you can just switch one thing and use, I don't know, Gemma 4 or any open source model. And separate memories, like segregate everything that you can't, don't get too attached, and also less privilege every time. So this is the research proposal, and I'm going to just give names and things for you to do. Research open LLM and agents. There is an amazing agent that is called Hermes. It's kind of alternative to OpenClaw, but I think it's better than OpenClaw, and it's done by the Nouns research group. They are a really good research group that does open source research for LLMs. The Hermes agent is easy to use, and it's amazing. Gemma 4, Qwen 3.5 are two open source models that were released like last week or so. You can run both of them on your laptop, depending on the laptop that you have. But it's quite lightweight. It's easy to run, and it performs almost as Sonnet 4.6. At least the Qwen 3.5. It's pretty good. Just run it. Like, self-host them. Self-host on your computer, on your cloud machines. If you have a machine on your work that the company is paying for you, just try the new models. There's like absolutely no reason to not try that. and use them for dumb tasks. Like if there is some task that just processes text or does some dumb task managing or anything that you would use Sonnet for, or a cheaper model, you can use like almost free model where you can pay just for the machine. And this will get you like a better muscle memory to try new things as well. And yeah, the frontier models are better today. Use them. But on the future, the open source models are going to get better and better. And hopefully they are going to like keep the same level as the closed source ones. And yeah, build your stack, self-host, and let's get things better and more sovereign. Thank you.